Eala set for WTA rankings milestone after reaching semifinals in Auckland. Eala claimed her first win over Magda Linette at the quarterfinals of the ASB Classic, and with it she unlocked a new high in the WTA rankings. Rising star Eala had difficulties against the Polish veterans in the past as she lost both their previous meetings in straight sets, but she broke her duck in style at the WTA 250 event as she secured a 6-3, 6-2 victory on the hard courts of Auckland. The 20-year-old, though, must have thought, here we go again, when Linette broke in the opening game of the match, but she hit back in the very next game and then broke for a second time in Game 6 before serving out the set. The Filipino then raced into 4-0 lead in the second set with back-to-back breaks before the fifth seed managed to get one break back. However, she broke for a third time in Game 7 and then served the match out to love. Obviously Magda, being such an experienced player, I've had difficulties playing against her before. So I'm happy that I'm seeing my level increase and improve, Eala said after the win. WTA features. Former Wimbledon champion believes Coco Gauff's serving woes could have a 5-minute fix. WTA rankings. What Amanda Anisimova's Brisbane loss means for her and Coco Gauff. The fourth seed added, I did my best. I do what I can, and if I see an opening, I think it's important that I go for it. Today was difficult. WTA rankings breakthrough. Just over a year ago, Eala was at number 136 in the rankings, but she started the ASB Classic at number 53 following an incredible 2025 campaign that saw her reach her first final at the Eastbourne International before losing against Maya Joint, while she also reached the semifinal of the WTA 1000 Miami Open. Her latest win has seen her rise 5 places in the live rankings to a new career high of number 48. And there is an even bigger reward up for grabs if she wins her semifinal, but she will need to get past China's Wang Xinyu. The 7th-seeded Wang, who sits at number 57 in the WTA rankings, booked her place in the last 4 when Great Britain's Fran Jones retired. The 24-year-old was leading 6-4, 4-3 when the Brit retired. Victory over Wang, who has peaked at number 32 in the rankings, could see Eala jump to as high as number 43 in the rankings, while a win for the Chinese star will see her pass the Filipino. Want more from Tennis 365? Add us as a preferred source on Google to your favorites list for tennis coverage you can trust. Eala, from promise to pinnacle, a rising star on the cusp of new heights. There are moments in sport that feel larger than the competition itself. Moments that transcend the baseline chalk and slow the world down long enough for everyone to recognize that something rare, something electrifying, is underway. For Alexandra Eala, the young Filipino tennis prodigy, her run to the semifinals at the ASB Classic in Auckland isn't just another tournament result. It's a vivid chapter in an unfolding story of ambition, grit, and historic breakthroughs. And it sets the stage for yet another milestone in her ascent up the WTA rankings globe, showing Europe-Africa tennis. A season already brimming with breakthroughs. At just 20 years old, Eala's journey through professional tennis has been nothing short of inspiring. Emerging from Quezon City, Philippines, she took her first steps in professional tennis in 2020 and swiftly began transforming potential into results. Along the way, she has shattered records, rewired expectations, and expanded what Filipino and Southeast Asian athletes can imagine for themselves in the world of elite sport. In 2025, her breakthrough was unmistakable. Eala became the first Filipino to break into the WTA top 50, rising to world number 48, a milestone that resonated far beyond the baseline. It wasn't just about rankings, it was about representation and rewriting history. Her path to that breakthrough included remarkable runs. A semi-final at the Miami Open, where she stunned top players and etched her name on the global stage. A trip to the final at the Eastbourne Open, a first in WTA history for a Filipino player. Each performance didn't just garner attention, it built a foundation of confidence and experience that now fuels her 2026 campaign. Auckland, a new chapter begins. Stepping onto the hard courts of the ASB Classic in Auckland, Eala carried both aspirations and the quiet conviction of a competitor who has seen success and adversity in equal measure. In the quarterfinals, she faced Poland's Magda Linette, a seasoned tour veteran who had previously bested her. It was a match that could have swayed in either direction, but not this day. From the first serve, Eala was composed and assertive. After trading early blows, she seized control, imposing her rhythm and precision. She carved through the match with wins in straight sets, 6-3, 6-2, a statement victory that foreshadowed not just a semifinal slot, but a rise in stature and confidence. This triumph wasn't merely about progressing to the last four. It marked a narrative twist, a player stepping into her own, harnessing years of learning and refinement into a performance as sure and bold as her ambitions. Tools of triumph, grit, growth and game. What makes Eala's style compelling isn't just her left-handed baseline punch or her nimble court movement. It's her mental evolution. Resilience, where she once struggled against experienced opponents, she now absorbs pressure and counters with poise. Adaptability, switching gears mid-match, forcing errors from seasoned rivals, refusing to relinquish momentum. Ambition, each match feels like summit clambering, measured, relentless, and upward. Her coach, Joan Bosch, and the time she spent sharpening her craft at elite environments, including the Rafa Nadal Academy, have paid dividends, equipping her with both tactical nous and the psychological fortitude essential for elite competition. A ranking milestone in view. But the story doesn't end with a semi-final berth. That achievement unlocks another exciting possibility, a new career-high position in the WTA rankings. Entering Auckland, Eala was already perched smartly inside the top 50, a testament to her 2025 form. However, with her semi-final now secured, the points she earns at this WTA 250 event could move her even higher, pushing her closer to the rarefied air of the world's elite. The mathematics of the rankings reward consistency and peak performances. For Eala, this doesn't merely mean a number next to her name. It means affirmation of her progress and an affirmation of promise becoming reality. It's a sign that she isn't just a rising star, she's a fixture among the world's best. More than a player, a symbol of hope. Across Southeast Asia and particularly the Philippines, Eala's journey has stirred something deeper than fandom. She symbolizes possibility, a young athlete from a nation with modest tennis history thriving on the global stage. That weight, both inspiring and daunting, seems never to slow her down. Instead, it appears to fuel her. From junior Grand Slam titles to WTA success, she carries her country's hopes with grace and focus. In interviews, she speaks not as someone burdened by expectation, but as someone energized by opportunity. After the Lynette win in Auckland, she expressed gratitude and self-belief, messages that resonate as much with aspiring athletes as they do with tennis fans around the world.